What is up, fellow Pyro Fanatics? It's Pimp Daddy 28 here. And today I'm going to show you guys the second stash update for my 2023 4th of July fireworks stash. So went back to American Fireworks and picked up a few more items, as you see here, mostly 500 gram cakes. Now, a good chunk of these cakes I'm going to be using for my Pyro musical for this year. The last couple of years, I've kind of made it a habit of using regular 1.4 cakes in place of items that I couldn't get my hands on the 1.4 Pro category, mainly because of the whole shipping issue the last couple of years. Some items just haven't really been available, or they sold out quick, or whatever the reason. So I've made it a habit now of kind of stripping down some of these regular 1.4 cakes and trying to use like certain effects in certain parts of my show and whatnot. So definitely a decent alternative if you can't get or find 1.4 Pro, or if you simply want to do a musical but you don't have the certification to use 1.4 Pro. All right, so I'm going to go through these items real quick. Now, not all of these cakes are going to be in the using the Pyro musical. I am going to be demoing like 4 or 5 of these cakes individually, so I can't remember off the top of my head which ones were which. But I'm going to show you guys all the cakes in this stash update anyways, just for the heck of it. All right, we're going to start on the top left over here. We got Top This by Miracle. It's a 20-shot cake. It's got a nice 4-level, should I say, effect to it. And next we got Ghost Town by Miracle. It's a 25-shot cake. This one's got a nice flying, as you see here, flying pearl effect to it. Also like the holographic design on this cake, by the way. Miracle does some pretty cool artwork with their holographic designs. Next, we got Chronic Boom Disease, CBD by Pyro High. If anyone remembers this cake, I demoed it on my channel, I think a few years ago. Really anything made by Pyro High, which is part of the Dominator brand, from what I've seen anyways, they're pretty impressive, at least the cakes anyways. The shells were pretty decent too, but I think the ones I lit off were like 1.5 inch or something like that, but they're still pretty good. I think they were called Munchies or something. Next, we got another Pyro High cake. This is the Big Bong Theory, 25 shots. This cake I never demoed before, but I'm gonna be including this one as well as this one in my Pyro musical this year, so won't be able to demo this cake individually this year, but probably maybe next year or something like that. I'll probably pick this cake up again and see what it looks like up close, because the video was impressive from what I've seen. All right, next we got Badlands by Miracle, 24 shots. Not to be confused with the AFW version or the WF Boom version of it. I think Glorious used to make this cake as well. That cake I think is like a 9-shot cake, so it's like a heavy hitter. So this is not the same thing, so you guys don't get confused by it. So I picked up 2 of those. More than likely, I'm gonna include one of these in the musical, and I'm gonna be demoing one individually, off the top of my head if I can remember. All right, next we got Crown Kiku by Winda. It's a 22-shot cake. Picked up 2 of those. All right, up here, picked up a cake that I'm going to be demoing individually. This one's called Amazon by Sunwing. It's a 28-shot cake. And let me say about Sunwing, they make some pretty good product, at least from what I lit off and what I've seen. Pretty decent company. Definitely recommend them if you guys have stores that carry this product. It's very, very nice for sure. All right, next we got a couple of cakes by Heavyweight. This one's called Triple Mayhem, 15-shot cake. This one shoots off 3 at a time, I believe. 3 shots at a time. They're like 3 really decent sized breaks, so very impressive from the videos that I've seen of it. All right, next we got America the Beautiful by Sunwing. Picked up 2 of these. This is a 45, I believe it's a 45-shot cake. Yep, 45-shot cake. This one I'm going to be doing a little bit of surgery on to kind of organize some of the effects in it, to kind of, organize what I'm going to be doing in my musical for this year. So definitely can't wait to do that. So a little bit of pyro surgery on these cakes. All right, next we got Gold Crown, 30 shots, and it's by Black Scorpion. So this is like a brocade crown effect cake. All right, next we got Black Pearl by Miracle, 28 shots. Obviously, if anybody's familiar with the, Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, I think the only movie I ever enjoyed from that franchise was the first one. I never watched all of them, but I think I may have watched like the first 2 or 3 or something like that. But the first one, in my opinion, as is the case with usually most movies, is usually the best one, at least in my opinion. And there's Jack Sparrow right there, who looks nothing like his real-life counterpart. All right, next we got Backyard King by Sky Bacon. And this one is a 45-shot cake. Some nice artwork here with the king, or Pig King with the beard and everything. He looks more like Santa Claus than he does like a king, doesn't he? Anyways, Birds of Paradise is the next cake by Raccoon Fireworks, and I believe this is a 42 shot cake. This one's got some nice color to it. Raccoon, you can't go wrong with this brand. You know, they make some really, really quality product. And this one was like, I think this cake was a little bit pricey, but it was definitely worth it just because of the effects that were inside of this cake. All right, next we got another cake that I demoed a few years back. This one's called Backyard Buzzsaw. It's by Heavyweight, and it's a 30-shot cake. This one will also be included in my Pyro musical for this year. This next one, though, I think I bought to demo individually. This one's called Reigning Champ, also by Heavyweight Fireworks, and it's a 25-shot cake. All right, next we got a cake by T-Sky Fireworks. And this one's called Candy Bang, and it's a 25-shot cake. This is a hard hitter, from what I remember. And last but not least, we got Man Cave by Winda, 36-shot cake. And this one also was a really, really nice. I can't remember if it was a heavy hitter, but it was like a really nice cake for sure by Winda. And we're going to be doing some of the retail items that I picked up along the way as well. Crackling Ball, huge red crackling ball by Sunwing. I mean, I don't know how these are going to perform compared to other crackling balls. They may be just rewraps of, the usual that you usually see at local fireworks stores. But, well, decided to pick them up, see how they performed. Haven't really picked up too many Sunwing, like, smaller novelty retail items. So, kind of get a chance to see how they perform. All right, next we got Gas Can Cracker, and this is by Magnus. All right, over here, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about this item. It's called Dare to Watch. This is by Sunwing. This is a strobe effect item. Compared to the 1.4 Pro strobes, this is a pretty good replacement. I was looking for 1.4 Pro strobes. They were sold out, or either they were sold out or they didn't have them. And I was looking for like a substitute, and this one's not a bad substitute at least for just regular 1.4. And I definitely recommend it if any of you guys out there are looking for decent strobes that either don't cost too much or just to have something that's close to the 1.4 Pro version of the strobes. This one's not a bad substitute. I think it lasts like a minute and a half, and this one's something I picked up to include in my Pyro musical, so not a bad replacement item for those of you looking for strobe effects. All right, next, this is also going to be something I'm going to be including in my Pyro musical. It's called Sliver of Silver. It's just like a small fountain, something that lasts like 30 or 40 seconds. I was looking for a fountain that lasted kind of, short but sweet, and this was pretty good. I guess it met the criteria for that, so decided to pick up a box of these. We'll probably use like 4 of these in my musical. All right, and over here, another item that I picked up to kind of replace a 1.4 Pro item that I was looking for, rather should I say my brother was looking for. He was looking for a Dominator wheel that had a nice like spin effect to it. I can't remember the video of it. He was the one who was looking for it. And I told him that there was no stores that I know of, at least from where we shop at, that have that. So I told him to check out the 1.4 regular 1.4 Pro wheels and see if you could find anything, and decided to pick up this Fiery Sunflower by Miracle. We're going to be doing a little bit of surgery on this because this isn't just like a regular wheel. It's got a nice fountain behind it. I think that goes off first before the wheel. So we're going to be cutting the fuse to that, and we're going to be doing the E-match for the wheel and also the fountain separately at a different point in the musical. But definitely a decent item that stands by itself. I recommend it if you guys just want it, just to see how it performs. All right, over here, got a little bit of a nice handheld fountain here. It's called AK-47. Caught my eye just because it looks like, the shape of an AK-47, but it's really like one of those handheld fountains, like those swords and whatnot that you see. Just, something different. Figured I'd pick it up, and we'll probably demo it sometime before the 4th. All right, so next, I also picked up kind of like a decent size assortment here, mixed with like a whole bunch of different things. Fountains, small cakes, even a little bit of, there's a shell kit inside there. Just something, I wanted to get like a mixture of something that the whole family could enjoy. I was thinking about strictly getting, an aerial assortment with just, cakes and shells, but that's a little bit more pricey. And at the same time, it doesn't offer like, kind of like the fun variety that a regular assortment does. Now, I know, I usually pick up assortments to kind of, show them off on my channel and demo them for people who aren't really in tune to shopping fireworks thoroughly. Most people, when they shop fireworks, they want something like quick and easy. They don't want to go through the whole store and, because that's going to obviously take a long time. So most customers who shop for fireworks, they usually tend to go to these assortments because it's basically like a one-size-fits-all type of deal. The sad thing is a lot of these assortments are overpriced, and they include items that are usually items that don't or sell or wouldn't sell too well if they were sold by themselves, so to speak. So they just toss those items in one big box like this, and they just put a price tag on it, and they make a decent amount of profit on it. And that's just how it is, you know. And that's how people shop. Most people shop for fireworks anyway. They go for these assortments, and it's a big reason why a lot of videos on my channel tend to kind of go towards these type of assortments, where you get like a mixture of a whole bunch of items and whatnot. And so I am going to be doing an unboxing of this assortment at some point before the 4th, and I will be demoing it before the 4th as well. This won't be an item that I'm going to be letting off on the 4th because, I mean, I tend to go for bigger game on the 4th. Let's just say that. This is something that I'll probably just enjoy, leading up to the 4th, or at least the family will enjoy, so to speak. Real quick, I also wanted to show off something interesting I picked up. Now, I don't usually show 1.4 Pro items on my channel. Really not too many people shop 1.4 Pro, so I don't really bother with posting stuff like this on my channel. But I wanted to mention that Raccoon is finally going into the 1.4 Pro game. I was surprised to see that. I shouldn't say finally, because I don't usually expect a lot of these companies to go into 1.4 Pro, but Raccoon was definitely a bit of a surprise, and decided to pick up some of these cake slices that are made by Raccoon, and just to see how they perform in person. So all these will be in my musical for this year. Don't mind the slices in the bottom. These are the Ghost slices by Dominator. These are awesome. They're expensive, but they're totally worth it. If you guys get your hands on these for whoever shops 1.4 Pro, definitely recommend the Ghost slices. Also wanted to show you guys this cake. This is by Pyro Fortune, which is the 1.4 Pro for Sunwing. And this is a white strobe mine chrysanthemum thunder effect. 25 shots, they all go off at once, and it is hard-hitting, loud, and nice. Let me tell you, I kind of regret not getting more of these cakes. And I didn't know Sunwing made 1.4 Pro, so it was like kind of a bit of a surprise finding out that Raccoon made 1.4 Pro and also Sunwing made 1.4 Pro. So definitely happy about that, and I'm probably going to be getting more of these items in the years to come for sure. So for all you 1.4 Pro shoppers out there, Pyro Fortune. Definitely recommend, especially like cakes like this. I recommend it for sure. And Raccoon as well. You can never go wrong with Raccoon either. And obviously Dominator Pro, those are like the big dogs, They've been doing it longer than most other companies have. All right, so that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy this little stash update, and I will see you guys next time.